Hello there. Welcome back to Accounting Space. In this video, I want to look at the preparation of the trading account, and also we are going to look at the preparation of the membership and fees account. So we're going to look at a question from the question paper of November 2024. So our question is question 5 on the question paper and requires you to spend on average 60 minutes. So this is the question that we have. So our question reads, the information given below was taken from the 8th February 2021. It requires you to prepare a tax shop trading account and then our 5.2 membership accounts, which is obviously our membership. So we are given information that is totals of 20th February 2021, and then we're given the list of balances. So you'll see that the information that we have in the first table that we have there, balances. So, okay, I'll just take note that the information that we are having there is representing opening balance. Then, moving on, beneath that, we have got a summary of receipts and payments for the year ended at 20th February 2021. So, this is the summary that we have of receipts and payments. So, we've got receipts, we've got payments. So, this is what we have. We go to the continuation of our question and try to see what do we have in terms of additional information that we have. So we have also additional information that we have that you also need to go through before you attempt to answer the question. So our question on the second part of preparation of membership fees account, we are seeing that it is 30 marks. So giving us a total of 18 marks. So going to another section, you'll see that this is going to be our tax shop and trading account. And also we are going to have our membership fees account. So we are going to start with our trading account. So remember what should come on the debit. You should know what should come on the debit side of the trading account and what should to be on the credit side of the trading account. So basically, opening inventory should be on the debit side of the types of trading account, and also we have got purchases on the debit side. And then when we go to the credit side, we are supposed to have your sales on the credit side, and then closing inventory should be on your credit side. Then from there, you can be now I'll be able to compare which side is short, which has got a lesser total, and the side with a lesser total is the side that we are going to plug in your income and expenditure. In other words, we are saying the balance that we have in the trading account is going to be transferred to the income and expenditure account. So whether it's on the debit or it's on the credit, we just transfer it to the income and expenditure account. So we just write income and expenditure on the description column. So this is what we have. So we go back now and try to find in terms of our open inventory. We have already identified that opening inventory, and then we can just take note on the opening balances. That's when we are going to have your debt. So remember, we identified on March 2020. So the date is 1 March 2020. So we are just going to say on our answer section, March 1. So basically, this is what we have. And then the amount that we have for inventory is going to be 187,800. So we have 187,800. And then we also check for our purchases on the debit side. Remember, we also said we are supposed to have purchases, but for purchases, it will be now at the end of the period, and date will be at the end of the period, and we check what's the end of the period. End of the period is 20 February 2021. So we are going to say on the date column 2021, February 28. And then we are saying these are our purchases. Then we can check the figure for purchases that we are given in the list of balances. I will check here. See that for purchases, we are given each other payments. We've got tax shop purchases, 129,500. So we come here, we have got 129,500. So basically, this is what we have in terms of our purchases. So on the credit side, remember, that's where we are going to have your sales, and it will be now at the end of the period, which is 2021. 2021 February. 28. And we are saying that's where we have our sales. So we refer back and try to find out what figure we have for sales. I'll go under receipts. We have got tax shop sales, 298,500. So we transfer that as 298,500. So having done that now, we also have closing inventory on the credit side. And the closing inventory, you get it in the additional information. So if you come here, you see that we have got here tax shop inventory on 28 February 2021 amounted to 95,500 rand. This is at the end of the period, which makes it the closing inventory. So you got 95,500. So we can just take note that in terms of our debts, the only item that we put the first day of the year is the opening inventory. The other entries are represented at the end of the period. So which is in this case we put February 28, 2021. So representing all other transactions. So now the balancing figure is one that is supposed to be transferred to the income and expenditure account. So what we are going to do is just to leave one line and then we put our double lines. One row blank, and then we put our double lines. So after putting our double lines, we now add to find which total is greater, debit or credit. So in the total of the debit, we put it aside. We add total of the credit, we put it aside. Then you compare the two totals. The greater total, in this case, is going to be on the credit side, where we have got a total of 394,000. We should come also on the debit side. Then we subtract to find the balance figure. Obviously, the debit side is the one with the smaller total. So that's the side that we are going to have the balance figure, which is supposed to be transferred to income and expenditure. So we say 394,000 minus 129,500 minus 187,800. Then we get a balancing figure of 76,700. Basically, this is what we have in terms of our income and expenditure, which is now the balance figure. So we have completed our tax shop and trading account. So we go to the next account, which is going to be our membership fees account. So remember, membership fees account, it's an income account. We can take note of that. Remember, we've got expenses, we have got income. So membership fees account falls under income account. So let's take note of the sides that we put our opening balance of income receivable, membership fees receivable at the beginning of the period, which side we put it, and then we also have income received in advance, which at the beginning where we put it, as well as their closing balances. So let's take note that we can just try to put it down so that it becomes simple. So this applies to all income accounts. So we are saying income account, but basically in this question we are talking about a membership fees account as our income account. Membership fees account. Beginning, come at the on the debit side. So this will be at the beginning, and then we have income received in advance. At the beginning again, we put it on the credit side, income received in advance. At the beginning, it's also on the credit side. So the opposite is true. We are going to have income receivable at the end on the credit side. And again, income receivable in advance, received in advance. At the end will come on the debit side. Then we can just take note that the actual income received for the period will come on the credit side as bank. Then obviously, we also have the issues of credit losses. If they are there, they should come on the credit side. We have got credit losses in the question, put it on the credit side, and then If you've got the bank refunds, they should appear on the debit side. Bank refunds on the debit side. And then from there, you can now be able to see where we have the balancing figure. The balancing figure now should go and be transferred to the income and expenditure account. If we've got a smaller total on the debit side, that's where we're going to say income and expenditure. And then we transfer it to income and expenditure, like what we did when we transferred to trading account. We transfer to the income and expenditure under trading account. So basically, that's what we have. So we can now try to plug in the figures according to the descriptions that we have just summarized in this account of the income account. So you are going to see that according to our balances, we've got these are the opening balances, remember. And we are saying we are given income receivable, and we have identified income receivable at the beginning to be on the debit side. So we just transfer it to the debit side and say income receivable. Then we have got a 4,800. And then on the debts, obviously, the period which is 2020, 2020 March 1. And obviously, we also have another balance at the beginning that we are given that we need also to refer back, which is now income received. Identified it according to the summary that we came up with, that it should be on the credit side. So this is the income received in advance on the credit side that we are just going to put on the credit side with an amount of 10,800. So we come here. We say income received in advance. And then the amount that we have 10,800. And remember, the date is 2020 at the beginning, March 1. And then we've got other entries that we identified. We are supposed to have our bank of the actual membership fees received for the credit side. So we just go back to the information given and try to see. We are seeing that we've got membership fees 2020, 3,600, 2021, 56,400, 2022, 6,000. So we are just going to give a summary of all these entries on the credit side of the membership fees account. So this is as well as we have indicated here that the bank should be on the credit side. So we just transfer as such. So we go there. We are now saying bank, whereby we have 2020 with an amount of 3,600. And then we have also 2021 with an amount of 56,400. And then also we have 2022 with an amount of 6,000. So basically this is what we have. And then we try to see if you have got any bank refunds. Remember, bank refunds, we say they appear on the debit side. So check according to the information given again. So we'll see that we have membership fees refunded 8,400. So these are the refunds which should be on the debit side. So we go there. We see these are just bank refunds. And the amount that we have is 8,000. So this should be just in your head, knowing where to put your entries. We've got also the issue of credit losses that we said should be on the credit side. So we go to the question, try to see, according to internal information, what does it say about credit losses? But if you come here, you are going to see that on item 2, it reads membership fees still outstanding for 2020 must be written off as irrecoverable. So these are the credit losses. So this is representing credit loss, as we are seeing that they are saying must be written off. So membership still outstanding for 2020, we get them in the opening balances. So the income receivable is the one that is still outstanding at the beginning of the period, which is 4,800. Membership fees 1 March 2020. So this is 4,800. But what was actually received, we get it in the receipts and payments, which is 2020, 3,600. This was what was actually received. So we put 3,600 actually received. So it means what is not yet received is 4,800 minus 3,600. And we try to see what we get there. So if you calculate there, you're going to see that we are going to get an answer of 1,200. So this represents credit loss. So we just summarize this work in brackets. So we can be here, we say credit loss, whereby brackets we say 4,800 minus 3,600. And then we go to 1,200. So basically that's what we have on that part. And then we can now put our closing balances, which we can only get in the additional information we try to see. So we are told that membership fees are 1,200 per member per annum, which is very correct. And then we go to the next point saying at the end of the year, membership fees for 8 members were still outstanding. These membership fees that are still outstanding are now the income receivable at the end. The ones that are still outstanding are the income receivable at the end. Then they should come on the credit side. So, but we are told that there are 8 members. And we are told that each member is 1,200. So to get the total still outstanding, we say 8 times 1,200. We are going to get it as 9,600. So basically, this is going to be income receivable at the end on the credit side. So here we are saying income receivable. Again, we have got an amount of 9,600, and we can as well try to summarize the working in brackets. Due to space, I'm not able to show it there, but you are supposed to show it in brackets here. Then from there, we also have we also check for another closing balance. So we are not told about income received in advance at the end. Remember, we are also having income received in advance at the end here on the debit side. But if you try to go back, you'd see that these are the membership fees that we received. For 2020, we received 3,600. For 2021, which is the current period, remember, this is for the year ended 20th February 2021. So it means the ones for 2021 is the ones that belong to the current period. Then for 2022 is for the next period. So this 6,000 is received in advance. It's not for this period, but it's for the next period. So it's for in advance. So it's going to be the income received in advance at the end, is 6,000. We should appear on the debit side here. So we just go there and we go to the debit side and see income received in advance. That's the amount that we have is 6,000. So we have exhausted everything. Now we can be able to put our double lines. Whereby we are now saying we add the total of the debit and credit and compare and see which one is greater. So if you add there, we are going to see that the total for the credit side is a greater total with 87,600. So it will come in between the double lines, both sides. So it means that the smaller total is on the debit side, which we are supposed to transfer. The balance is supposed to be transferred to income and the expenditure. So if you subtract 87,600 minus all what we have on the debit side, you get your balance is 68,400. So this becomes the response that we have in terms of membership fees account. And thank you for listening, and hopefully the video was helpful. And let's stay tuned for more videos to come. more typical examination questions will be uploaded on this channel. So let's stay tuned. Let's meet again in the next video.